Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today, I have a very special unboxing video for you. This came in from SpinMaster, and I have to kind of film this in a different area because this box, as I'm going to try and show you here, is very large. So, I'm sure a lot of cool stuff in here, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. So first and foremost, thank you to SpinMaster for sending me this. All I know is this is related to a line of figures that they've released for Batman, and they've also done a DC Comics line in general, so there might be some just other DC Comics characters thrown in there too. I love the Flash. I'm wearing a shirt for the Flash, so maybe there's something for the Flash in there, I don't know. But there's Batman stuff, which is really cool, and I'm very excited about it. So I wanted to kind of do this little unboxing, and then I'll show you the products up close to see what's inside. So let's just kind of jump right in. Also, I just want to put a little message out there to say, first and foremost, also, I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy during these times. Definitely take care of yourselves, stay inside, and be safe. So, with that being said, let's try and get this thing open, which I will also wash my hands after I open up this package, because that is also good precautionary measures to take. So let's just get this initial big box open and see what we get. So, I'm going to try and just pull things out of the giant box once I see something that's interesting. There's all sorts of just paper and stuff here. Alright, here it says, a little message. Batman needs your help. Defend Gotham with the new 4-inch line from SpinMaster. Tag us using @SpinMaster and #SpinMasterBatman. So there we go. Alright, oh, I see a Batman logo on this box, but there's all sorts of packing all over it, so I have to try and be able to get into the packaging. Oh man, look at this. Wow, this is like a nice quality box. This looks real cool. So let me try and show you in front of the camera if I can. Check that out right there. Look at that Batman logo. DC, everything. This is real clean, real nice looking. I am very excited about this. I'm going to put this to the side real quick and make some room, and then let's take a look. Alright, so I got everything cleared out of the way. Here is the box, looking real nice. This is a great box, and I could just use this just for, you know, some nice storage purposes too, because this thing pretty good quality and looks real cool too. It's got a nice like rubbery material on the top of it too. This is cool stuff. All right, are we ready? Let's open this thing up and see what's inside. Oh, another Batman logo. Okay, so I'll kind of tilt it towards the camera so you can sort of see right here. I'll give you all the very first look inside at everything. I can't even see it all, I just see it through the camera, but it looks real cool. So let me see if I can take a little peek myself. Oh man, that looks cool. Nice. Okay, how do I even show you guys this whole presentation here? So on the sides of the box, when it opens up, so this says, what mission will you get right here? So that's pretty cool. And then on the other side, if I can kind of move this. Oh, stuff is falling all over. Right here, it's got images of different things, and I'll show you up close, but basically it says Harbor Defender, number 2, 3 Sky Detective, and 4 Arkham Asylum Escape. Oh, actually there's one I missed up here. I was like, why is there no one? Carnival Chaos. So it's got 4 locations right here, which is really cool. And then a bunch of different products right in the middle here. So Batman logo, I see a Batmobile here, and then a bunch of individual 4-inch figures right there, which is really cool. So let me try and put this box down, and let's see what we got. So right here, so basically I've seen these before in stores, and these are actually really cool. I was tempted on getting them, but they have these cool little 4-inch figures, and they each come with accessories as well. Which is really neat. So there's a Batman figure, classic looking Batman, looks real cool. Definitely dig just the whole style here. And so you get one figure with 3 mystery accessories. So that's kind of the fun part is you don't know what you're going to get specifically in there. And I assume that's what's related to the mission, because the accessories will, you know, help you out on different missions. Then there's also a Nightwing figure as well, which looks pretty cool. So Nightwing right there, very nice looking. Again, figure with 3 mystery accessories. Then we get into some villains here. So we have the Manbat, which looks real interesting. I don't particularly remember the Manbat myself. I mean, I used to watch like the 90s Batman show, and I've seen like the movies and things that have happened in recent years. So the Manbat doesn't particularly, I don't specifically remember anything for him, but does look really cool though. So great to have a villain figure. I always like having those. Gotta have villains with the heroes, right? Jumping back to heroes though, we have a Robin figure right here, which is really, really cool. Also, all of these figures say first edition on them, which is also pretty neat. So there might be some variances potentially in terms of what is included in these versus the regular releases, or maybe it's just a collector's thing. But the Robin figure does look pretty neat as well. I dig the suit. Then, this is cool. There's a Defender Batman figure. And so this is basically a similar Batman figure to the regular one, but kind of in this old gold look with a black bat symbol on the front. So that's actually really cool looking. A nice little collectible figure right there, Defender Batman. And you can't have Batman with the without the iconic villain, the Joker, right here. So of course we have a figure for the Joker. And that is real cool looking. Again, also comes with 3 mystery accessories. So those are the individual 4-inch figures here, but that's not all. SpinMaster has also sent the Batmobile, which is really, really cool looking. It's a 2-in-1 vehicle right here. And so that is really, really neat. You have the smaller little vehicle that attaches to this, it looks like. And so you can launch the vehicle, and you can even, it says it fits the 4-inch figure as well. So the 4-inch figures can also sit inside of this, which is really, really cool. So that is awesome. I like this whole playability factor. You have mystery accessories. You don't know what you're going to get specifically, but fun little vehicles as well to go with it. So this is really, really cool. SpinMaster, thank you for sending this. I know they also have a line of just other DC Comics characters, which is also great. And so if you want to, you know, have more playability with these other figures, you have that option as well. So that's awesome. What I'm going to do though is now let's jump to actually opening these up and taking a closer look at all of the figures. All right, here are all of the figures right in front, all gathered together, and the Batmobile as well. And these things look really cool. I'm excited to open these up. So let's get things going. I'll bring some more light into here, and let's jump right in. So we have a bunch of these 4-inch figures, as mentioned previously. And so real quick look at the packaging up close, just so you can see the full details. So it's got the figure there, Batman, 3 accessories included, and so that's really, really cool. The back of the packaging then says, which mission will you get, 1 through 4? So I assume the mystery figures are going to be the question of what ties into the mission, so to speak. There's also the first edition sticker right there, nice and shiny, I like it. So let's open up all these figures and see what they look like one by one. So we'll kind of do a little unboxing again here because they're mystery figures inside, and so that's kind of part of the fun, is seeing what mystery figures you actually get, right? So I'm excited about that. Actually, I guess I should open it up here. It's probably the best place to do so. Is there any tape there? There's tape on the side. Okay, so cut that part open, and then, oh, some tape on the side here. Oh, that's got all the mystery stuff. I guess, you know what, let's just rip right into this thing and get right to the actual good stuff. Oh, that's a cool cape too. I didn't even think about how they would make the cape. So that's interesting. So there's a few things at play here. Let's get this cape out of the packaging. Okay. Alright, so mystery stuff right there. Oh, actually, so this is how you're supposed to open it, like this. I totally failed at opening this, but there's a collectible trading card, basically. So this is actually kind of neat. So be careful when you open this packaging. Don't do what I did, because there's a little collectible trading card that you can gather right here. So that's pretty fun. Batman and Joker. And then this is how you're supposed to open it. And it just pops open like that, and you can see all the other mystery weapons and things included. So keep that in mind as you open up these boxes right there. But I like that. I like the little presentation that they have there. It's like an unboxing within an unboxing. So opening up this right here, this little insert has the 4 different scenarios, again, right there. And then the back of the packaging says, what mission will you get? And so what you see here looks like a couple of different varieties, basically. So for example, for the first mission, you can get what's called the Rebirth Batman with those accessories, and then the Joker with those accessories. There's also the rare figures that come with some additional, rare accessories, and so forth. And then on the right, it talks about, looks like different styles, and there's add-ons and things that you can get. So there's a lot happening here. So that's actually really cool. I'm excited to delve into all this. So basically, what I have here is I have the Batman figure, which we'll take a look at. I have this added mask right here, which looks really cool. And then I have some additional accessories here. So based off of what I have included, it looks like this is the Rebirth Batman that is located right down here. Okay, so with that being said, looks like that is the red color is for the helmet. So I'm guessing that means that is the super rare item. So that's really cool. And this is all part of this stealth metal set right there. So that's actually really, really neat. So I got one of the super rare items. So here is the figure itself. Looks really, really cool. Like I was saying before, I like the style they went for here, the colors, just very classic Batman. Looks pretty great. So as far as articulation, so the head does rotate around. The arms rotate as well, and they move upwards a good amount. There's also good range of elbow articulation. And this whole piece does rotate as well. So good range of motion there. The hands do not rotate. Then, same thing on this other side. It's just a little tight. There we go. But same articulation there. So then as far as the bottom, the legs move apart, forward, and then they also twist around, single joint at the knee, and then the whole bottom leg rotates as well. The feet also do not have articulation. So pretty good range of motion for these 4-inch figures here. And the other part is you have this cape as well, which is a very thin type of cape. I think there's pros and cons to this. On the one hand, I don't usually like molded capes because they tend to get in the way and they're just not very nice looking. And so this type of a cape allows for more free-form movement. It doesn't hinder any type of articulation. The downside is I'm a little bit worried about the durability of this type of thing. I have a feeling this could easily rip or something. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that lasts. But that's the pros and cons there. So overall, I think that's a good choice because I prefer this to a molded cape, but it does feel pretty lightweight. So then you have these other accessories. And so there's this additional cowl right here. And so basically, pretty cool looking. This just can slide right on. There you go. Looks kind of interesting. He also has this grappling gun type thing right here. Does not detach or anything, but he can hold this. Oop, that piece came off. So there you go. So he can hold it like that. Or you have these other accessories right here as well. And so he can hold these two, and it looks like these actually might be able to combine in some way. Oh yeah, so that's really interesting. So they can combine like this, and then they become a shield. I believe it looks like a shield. I guess you could do it this way or the other way, either way. And then they also split up, and he can hold these as like kind of dual blades. So that's actually really cool. I like these little accessories. All right, so with that being said, let's move this Batman figure to the side and go to our next one. So let's open up Nightwing next right here. I have to be careful with how I open these again. Oh, also, I am clearly not paying attention to the packaging. Right here, it tells you how you open it up. So use scissors, number 1 right here, to open up. And then that leaves the rest of this, you know, much more free. And if I just kind of cut this little piece of tape here, and at the bottom, you kind of open things up much more easily. There we go. That's much better. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, so let's get the Nightwing figure out of here. Okay. Take it out of the packaging. Then, for the actual item here, there's that collectible trading card, as they call it. And so, this just pops right out, and it features Nightwing and Robin. Okay. And then our mystery items inside. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, okay. And, oh, okay. Very, very interesting. And, ooh, that is nice and shiny too. I like that. Pretty cool. So, let's bring back our handy dandy little check sheet right here. And it looks like I got this Nightwing that's listed right here. And so this is a part of that Hydro Translucent set right here. And the item, the Batarang or whatever, is basically a rare item. It is purple. So that's pretty cool. So, here's the Nightwing figure. Really, really neat. I'm honestly not super familiar with the Nightwing character. Because the 90s Batman show, maybe he was in it, I don't remember. I remember Batman, I know Robin. And then in the movies that have happened over the years, like the Dark Knight trilogy and Batman vs Superman, all that stuff, like, Nightwing wasn't really, a part of that kind of thing. So I'm just not as familiar with the character, but I do dig the suit. And I like the blue. Blue's my favorite color. So definitely really, really neat. So the head, does not seem to rotate. Maybe it's supposed to, like the Batman figure, but this one just does not seem to rotate. It almost feels like I'm gonna break something. So yeah, I don't think it's supposed to rotate. But the arms do rotate around, move up. You can bend at the elbow, and this bottom part of the arm moves around. Everything else seems to be pretty much the same as the Batman figure, as far as I can tell. Yep. So everything else seems to be pretty much the same. So there you have it. So then as far as what this guy can do, so you do have this little piece right here, which is very interesting. So I assume it goes on like that. But then this seems to be able to, this is supposed to be for something or attached to something. So I, kind of curious to see what this is all for. Once you collect other pieces, I'm sure. Then this, I guess can slide in, except, actually, you know what? These might be for, are these just for Batman? Because he has these little pegs, or does he just hold it like this? Is that what the peg is for? No, it's just for him to hold it. Okay, never mind. So he can kind of hold these in his arms. Like that. That actually looks kind of cool. I like the blue. So that is very, very interesting. The only downside is if he's holding it with the peg, his hand is like this, but this piece is like this. So you kind of want to do it like that, but then his arm is a little twisted. So that's a little funky for how this is done. Just a little bit funky because you can't just turn it fully sideways like that. But, you know, it works. And then you have this guy right here. So that's pretty cool. So I guess he can hold it too if like that or something. So anyways, there's that. Very, very interesting. All right, let's keep things going. Let's just go with Joker now. Sorry, not Joker, Robin. Then we'll get to the villains. So let's do Robin right here. Okay. So, following these instructions. We'll get the Robin figure out of here. So this is basically wave 1 of the figures. They have more figures that are either out already or on the way. And again, they have their DC line of comics, their DC Comics line of figures as well, which are really, really cool. So if you want a variety of characters, you have those options. Oh, looks like I got the same collectible trading card here with both Nightwing and Robin. So there's that again. And then mystery items. There is no mystery item. Is that a mistake? Okay. Robin, what's going on, buddy? Oh, okay. And, okay, they're down here. Maybe they just put all 3 down here? That's, okay. Probably not the best unboxing experience, if that's the intention. Let's find out. Let's look at the actual packaging. So we have a couple different things here. There's this sort of grappling gun type thing. You have like a sword here, and then this little baton. And, oh no, actually, yep, so that's all 3 included. They basically just put all 3 in one box. So that is this Robin here, right next to the Nightwing that we just did. So there you go. So no other like rare items or anything included in this set, just as is. In fact, the only other Robin here, at least that's listed here, oh no, there's a super rare Robin, so never mind. But yeah, anyways, there's that. All right, cool. So that is what we got. So let's take a look at the figure. All right, here he is. Robin has certainly had, you know, he has this very distinct like color scheme, very distinct style. I think out of what I've seen, I don't typically like the way Robin looks, but I gotta say the way they did this design, I don't know if it might be based off of something in particular or what, but maybe because it's more of like a functioning suit-like look rather than like a spandex type style, you know? I think this definitely looks better. So I kind of like what they did with them here. So same cape here, same thing that I was talking about with Batman, and looks like the same articulation because the head rotates here as well. Same movement, elbow articulation, rotation there, the legs, rotation, single joint, this rotates, boom. So same thing as Batman. And there you have it. There's Robin. And so again, he can hold any of these weapons that are included. Pretty cool. I guess the one downside of having the mystery weapons is the fact that if you want to collect all the different items, or if you're trying to build out what is sort of described here with all these different pieces, because if you get all the super rare pieces, it looks like you can build out the full Batman body armor. You might potentially have to buy multiples of these figures in order to get that. So that actually is kind of a disappointment to potentially get, because I get the idea of having collectible accessories, and I agree with that, but the fact that the mystery aspect means that you might have to buy multiples of the same thing, potentially, right? That is a bit disappointing, in my opinion. But the figures are pretty cool. And I guess the nice thing is I hope they're going to release different styles of these characters in the future that might repeat the accessories potentially, which then you wouldn't have to buy the same figure again. You could just try and buy other varieties, other versions, and then you might get the accessories that you want. So it kind of works out in that way too. So here's the Joker. So this is our first villain figure that we are opening up here. So let's see what we get. Okay. Is Joker gonna get his own collectible trading card? Let's see. Is this the same one as before? Oh, it is. Actually, wait, hold on. What I didn't realize, I'll show you in a second. So it's the same Batman and Joker image, but the background is different. Because remember, the question was asking which scenario are you gonna get, right? So depending on the scenarios, and that actually matches with this because the first Batman figure I got was this, right? And if we look at the actual comparison here, we got the Batman figure at the bottom, which matched that scenario, scenario 4. Now, this is the same image, but a different scenario, right? You get the idea? And so if we match up this scenario, scenario number 1, we should be getting the one listed at the top right here that comes with these accessories, in which case we'll actually have another armor piece for Batman. So potentially we might have something real cool. So let's see if that theory holds up. I would assume so, because it's smart marketing. And I believe so, because I think this was one of the accessories listed there for that Joker. So, alright. Very cool, very cool. There we go. It is correct. That's actually really, really neat. So you can kind of know right off the bat, based on the trading card, which one that you're getting. And so, actually, well, let's look at the figure first, right? So here's the Joker figure. Very classic Joker looking. So I think it definitely looks pretty neat. The head does not rotate all the way, it looks like. So do keep that in mind. But the rest of it, I assume, is going to be the same. And it looks like that is the case from the articulation that I can see here. Single joint, and this, does this rotate the leg? Yes. Yep. So this guy's going to have the same articulation as Nightwing, which is basically the same as Batman and Robin, except no head articulation. Or at least it feels like it might crack if I do it, so I'm not going to do it. But there you go. He does have this little piece of the back, but because the legs can't really move back anyways, it doesn't really change anything for articulation. So, his accessories. He's got this cool little bazooka with like a boxing glove right up here. So that's very, very interesting. Then there's this little thing, which is like a little, something that you wind up and let go, but it's got teeth that will, I assume, just run after someone and try and chomp them. Very random, but very Joker-esque, all sorts of crazy things. And then these are the pieces for the Batman armor that he has included here. Really nice shine to them. I like the metallic look that these things have. Really, really cool. So we'll try and compile some of all these items towards the end. But let's put Joker off to the side. All right, let's go to the Manbat next right here. So let's see what we got. Again, this is one character I don't have any particular awareness of, but I like that we're getting, these villain figures. That is always nice for variety's sake. And to then actually, play with the figures and create your own little scenarios. Okay. Ooh, really cool artwork here then too, that comes with this Batman and Manbat set right here. And this is actually Batman featuring with all the armor on him. So you can see that extra headgear that we got, the The armor there for the arms. That's actually really cool. All right, so the mystery items included. Ooh, that looks really neat. And another one. Okay. And last but not least, ooh, pretty cool. So let's take a look at this figure. So, first of all, you have these wings right here, which I assume are going to attach, yep, right here, I guess. So let's see. Is this one going to go here? No, wrong way. So the way that you know is... Actually, no, that is the right way. There's a big peg and a small one, basically. And so these should just slide right in. And you kind of have them curving them inwards like that. I believe that is correct. Certainly looks like it would be, at least. But there you have it. Here's the Manbat. So really, really cool looking design. Okay, there you have it. So articulation-wise, the head does rotate around like that. The arms do rotate all the way around. Also can move up and down. You do have elbow articulation, and then this whole bottom arm rotates. Basically the same type of articulation as the other figures. Just a little bit different style to it, but same articulation. Then the legs do move out as well, move forward. They do rotate around, but there is no elbow articulation here. So that's the main difference with this figure. Pretty cool. I definitely think it's a cool looking design. I like these added little wings here. So as far as accessories, this is the blaster that he comes with. And then these two like claw accessories right here, which are very, very interesting. So looking at our scenarios right here, this is the Manbat that comes with those items right there. In fact, this looks to be the only... Oh no, there's a different Manbat, never mind. So this is the titanium metallic one. So this is not the one that had the chest armor, which was the rare one. I would have been nice to have that chest armor, but maybe that rare Batman figure will come with it. We'll see. So really cool nonetheless. I guess what you can do with this is you can basically kind of put that on here. Or is this meant for Batman? Or either way? I think it's really meant for this guy because it doesn't seem to fit Batman super well. So, cool looking accessories there. All right. So then, that leaves us with the final figure, and then we're going to get to the Batmobile. But this final figure here is Defender Batman. And I'm very excited about this one. This kind of gold looking figure. Looks pretty sweet. Ooh, even the cape is like a gold color. It certainly feels very, very special. And the nice thing about this gold that I'm noticing is it's not like what we've seen in the past with other gold figures from other companies of where it's like a butterscotch type thing. Like, it's a translucent gold, but it's got a nice shine to it though, and so I certainly do appreciate that. The cape is maybe a bit more butterscotch-esque, but it is still a bit shinier, and so it does look nice. Because gold can very easily look very lame, but this actually, I do like the way that this one looks. It is a very basic looking paint job though, of course, because it's meant to be all gold except for, you know, the face and stuff and then the black logo right there. But it is pretty nice though. it works for the style they were going for. A nice little collectible piece. Articulation is going to be the exact same because it is the exact same figure, just a different paint job. So there you have it. So of course, the question is, well actually we need the, we need the trading card. Ooh, that's a really cool looking trading card right there. That's really neat. I like that design. And so the mystery items are... Oh, so we got these little blades again, but these are different than the ones that we had before, because the ones that we had before were more orange. These are yellow, so a different color. Okay. I think actually, which one works better with this figure? I think the orange ones actually work better with this one that we got previously. But then, oh, we got another repeat of an item here. We got this kind of like glowing green version compared to this metallic blue one that we got before. Again, I kind of like the previous one better, blue being my favorite color anyways, but the metallic style versus kind of this bright color doesn't really match as well. But you could have Batman have this and then give this to maybe like Joker. I feel like that certainly, you know, works well with Joker. So you can mix and match. And then last but not least, oh, this is what I was hoping for here. We got the chest armor. That is really, really cool. I'm glad we got that. So going back to our list of scenarios here, this is the Batman listed right at the top. So looking at our little sheet here, that means we have Batman with the added cowl, chest armor, and the arm armor as well. So I'll show you that in a second. Except, actually no, I don't need to show you articulation for this figure because it's already the same. So let's do that. Let's create this full armored Batman figure now that we have all the pieces. So we're going to bring in the cowl right there. Okay. We of course have the arm pieces, which are just like the other ones where they peg into the hand here. So it is a little bit awkward the way that they've designed it. I really wish that there was a hole or something on the side that you could just peg on to add on that way, because here it looks weird, I'm not gonna lie, because his hand is sideways but then the arm is this way. You see what I mean? Like it's just, and you can especially notice it with that. Not really the biggest fan of how that turned out, but I do like what we're starting to see here that's forming is this full armor that's happening here. There you go. A full armored Batman figure right there. Really, really interesting. I will say again, the other thing that I think is a little bit odd is the differing paint jobs. So the armor is perfect. It is black. It matches exactly. That is great. The cowl is kind of a, it's got a little bit of a brownish tint to it. And then these are like silver. So it would have been nice to have one consistent look for the armor as well. So that is kind of one downside. But I can appreciate having armor to add on to a figure after you've collected a bunch of things, you know. That's a nice way to add some playability to these figures as well. And I'm sure kids will love to collect these and try and get all the armor pieces and make a fully featured armored Batman right here, which is really, really neat. I really like this chest piece too. I actually think that this may just work well on its own. Like that's actually not too bad right there. It's actually kind of cool. All right, so those are all of the figures, which look great. But now it's time to check out the one and only Batmobile. All right, here we have the Batmobile right here. Very, very excited about this one. So let's just jump right in. So this is 2-in-1. There's two different modes, as you can see here. And the back of the box mentions that it, of course, fits 4-inch figures as well. So we can put the Batman figure in here and see what it looks like. Batmobile is obviously like one of the coolest things about Batman, right? Like his awesome looking vehicle that he has. So I'm very, very excited to see how this thing goes. So let's try and cut this thing open a little and get inside. All right. Oh, okay. It slides right out. And then this guy right here, these little tabs just kind of slide and it pops right out. Very easy, actually. Now I just have to make space for all the trash behind the camera. And here you have the actual item right here. So I don't see any specific instructions, so we're just gonna have to figure this one out and see if I'm smart enough to do this. But basically, you have kind of this 2-in-1 set right here. So here's the smaller little piece right here, which can detach. Looks pretty cool. I like the design. I like the style. The colors are pretty great. Just this kind of sleek looking thing with a little bit of like silver here. You can see inside kind of a space to sit down with some control knobs and everything. So that's pretty fun. There are some wheels here as well, so it does roll around really nicely. That is very satisfying, absolutely. And these wings do fold up, which I assume is to get it to fit into there. But there you have it. That's pretty cool looking. And then, of course, the big Batmobile itself. I also, so these things are relatively, like, this is a bit lighter than you would imagine it to be. So that's actually, I feel like, pretty nice, especially for kids that will be using this and rolling it around the house and stuff. It's not going to be, you know, like super damaging or something. And the wheels, you know, rotate pretty nicely there as well. So yeah, this is what it looks like right here. I don't know if it's based off of a certain design for Batman or not, but it looks cool, and that's all I can ask for with the Batmobile, you know? That is really, really neat. So you have two little vehicles right here, but here's the fun part. This opens up, and then you can kind of fold in the wings, and it attaches right in there, and then this folds down. And there, now it adds a little bit of weight to it now, not too much, but you have that in there, and it rolls around just like that. Super, super cool. So that is actually a lot of fun. And then basically, I guess you can just pull it out. I was trying to see if there's like a specific way of doing this, but basically, you know, you're kind of rolling around, and then you need to detach. You're being chased by the Joker, and you need to separate out. Boom, detaches out, and it actually is kind of cool because look what happens when you pull it out. The wings open, so you just kind of just pull it basically from the back. It looks like, and then boom, the wings just pop down like that, which is pretty fun. So let's put this to the test. Let's bring in the Batman figure right here. He's sitting down, fits in very nicely right there. Looks great. And his hands actually can peg into, there's little pegs right there at the controls. So he's not just kind of flopping around. He's in there real nice and tight. So that is pretty great. And that looks cool. I mean, obviously his aesthetic and everything works well with the design. And it actually still fits right there. So, you know, he's driving around, being chased or whatever, and then boom, he can make his little escape right there and go his separate way in that. That's actually really, really neat. I like what they did there. It's very simple and easy. It would have been nice to have like a little button that you could push and then it like ejects out, but even still, it's a pretty cool way of doing things, and I like how compact it is, and it looks pretty nice. It looks, you know, full-fledged with it included. Just to kind of have one big Batmobile, which is really, really neat. So I like it. I think it's fun, and I think kids will certainly appreciate this and have a lot of fun with their Batman toy. So I definitely recommend it. I think if you're a Batman fan, get the Batman figure and maybe a couple other ones, and the Batmobile is a cool little, it's a nice display piece, but then, for kids especially, they're going to have a lot of fun splitting up the two vehicles and enjoying all that stuff. Well, there you have it. Here is SpinMaster's line of Batman 4-inch figures, and these are really, really cool. I'm excited about these because, I mean, they have, they look great, cool designs, decent articulation, and the accessories are kind of fun to mix and match. You might have to try and get a few to see what you can get as far as armor if you want to get the full piece, but even still, each individual accessory adds some playability, which is nice. It's cool to collect these characters, and the Batmobile is a fun vehicle add-on as well, which is really, really neat. So SpinMaster also offers a 12-inch line of Batman figures, and they also have these 4-inch figures for other DC Comics properties. I actually really want to hunt down the Flash now. After seeing these, I want to get into the Flash and maybe some other characters too. I'll have to kind of dig around and see. I know there's going to be new waves of the Batman figures coming out as well, which is really, really exciting. So yeah, I'm now interested in checking some of these out. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, I'd appreciate it. And thank you, SpinMaster, for sending this. Again, this was really, really cool of you guys to do that. The Batman box was awesome, and these figures look really, really neat. So if you enjoy these figures, let SpinMaster know that you enjoy these as well using hashtag SpinMasterBatman, and you can tag them on Twitter at SpinMaster. I'll put those details in the description box below as well. Thank you all again, as always, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this detailed look at the figures. Thank you, SpinMaster. Thank you all. Take care, and I will see you later.